Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Quarantined Bernal Classroom Style. Woo! Today we're going to read a current event on Arbor Day. So if you've noticed, most of our reading assignments have all been based on the environment and protecting it, and it is during the springtime. So I'm going to show you guys a little video on BrainPop so that you guys aren't like jumping, click this link here, it's all gonna be here. Sorry I did that, parents. Real quick, hopefully you guys have all seen Mrs. Sneathen's seasons videos. How many seasons are there? If you guessed 4, you are correct. Very good. What season are we in now? Winter, spring, summer, or fall? You guessed spring. You're correct.
Finally, it's spring. That means winter is over. What is spring weather like? Spring is the season between winter and summer.
Now, isn't that the truth? I was outside yesterday and it was, I think it was in the morning, so it was like 49 degrees. Today, it's 80. Hashtag spring weather.
In most places, spring is warmer than winter, but cooler than summer. In the spring, the days are longer than in the winter, and there are more hours of sunlight. Spring days in some places can be sunny and warm. Right, Moby. Some areas get rain in the spring. There's an old saying about spring weather: April showers bring May flowers. In the spring, there can be strong storms. Some places might get tornadoes. A tornado is a spinning tube of air that moves really fast along the ground. As spring gets closer to summer, the weather gets warmer and warmer in most places. In the beginning of spring, I usually wear light sweaters and pants. But by the end of spring, I might wear t-shirts and shorts. When is spring? It takes 1 year for Earth to orbit.
What planet is that? Without looking at the screen, guys. If y'all guessed Earth, you guys are correct. Very good.
Or go around the sun. Our planet is tilted at an angle. Earth's tilt and orbit cause the seasons to change. The equator is an imaginary line around the middle of the Earth. On March 20th, the sun shines directly on the equator, and the lengths of day and night are almost equal. This marks the start of spring. Spring ends around June 20th, but a lot of people consider March, April, and May as the spring months. What happens to plants during the spring? In some places, the ground freezes in winter. Many plants stop growing. When the weather gets warmer, the ground thaws or melts. Many plants start growing again. In the spring, seeds sprout and grow. Trees grow leaves and buds.
Alrighty, guys. What is one way you guys can help our Earth during spring? Very good. We can plant seeds. Yeah, we can plant. We can do those things to help our Earth. Remember, plants give out oxygen and we need oxygen to to breathe, right? So spring is a time to plant. Again, we've been learning about Greta Thunberg, who is a climate change activist. We've learned about Earth Day, and today we're going over another one.
Which will bloom into flowers. Flowers grow and bloom. During spring, there's more food for animals. What happens to animals during the spring? Some animals migrate to warmer places for the winter. They migrate back in the spring. Animals that have been hibernating through the winter start moving around again in the spring. Bees and other insects come out too. Cool, that bird is building a nest. In the spring, most birds lay eggs, and later they hatch. Many animals have their young in the spring because food is plentiful. What do people do in springtime? I like spring because we get to spend more time outdoors. People go on picnics, ride bikes, or go to baseball games. Spring is a good time for things to grow. Our family plants a garden in spring. What are you planting, Moby? Pizza seeds.
This guy is so funny, isn't he?
Arbor Day is a special day in spring when people plant trees. It's a chance to help the community and learn about how our forests are changing. Earth Day is also celebrated in the spring. We learn how our planet is changing and find out what we can do to help the environment.
Alrighty, let's go back real quick. So, she mentioned Arbor Day. That's what we'll be going over today. Earth Day, have we already gone over that? Yep. Have we talked about one individual who is talking about climate change? She's 17 years old. Very good, Greta. So that is our theme for these next 2 weeks for reading, is exploring climate change, exploring how we can protect our planet. What planet do we live in? Earth. Very good.
Changing and find out what we can do to help.
Now, this is what I wanted to show you. What we can do is we can write to our senators, okay? We can talk to people in charge of making laws to see what we can do to help the environment. So maybe have more days to plant, right? Maybe make a law saying every household needs to have set amount of plants or set amount of trees. I don't know.
Help the environment. Spring is a time for things to grow and change. I picked some flowers for you, Moby.
So sweet. Alrighty, guys. So there you have it. What we'll be doing today. Why? Because our season right now is spring. So today we will learn about Arbor Day. We will be going over vocabulary words. We will continue with reading our current event, and then you guys will have a quiz. So we have to remember, eyes must be watching, ears are listening, voices, and hands or feet are to ourself. Let's get started. So our vocabulary, again, y'all are doing a great job. Arbor Day is a holiday in which individuals and groups are encouraged to plant trees. A tree is a plant with an elongated stem or trunk supporting the branch and leaves leaves in most species. A plant is to put or set in the ground for growth, and a holiday is a day marked by a general suspension of work in commemoration of an event. Sorry, my computer is lagging. Alrighty, guys, let's get started. I'm gonna move this. There you go. So, Arbor Day started in Nebraska in 1872. This holiday celebrates planting trees. Some people plant trees to grow new forests. Many students plant trees for shade and beauty. That's a pretty good reason to have a tree, right? One for shade and another for its beauty. Plants are very beautiful, right? My grandma, she lives in Mexico, and she has a very, very, very large garden. Okay, and she loves collecting plants and flowers. And I would ask her, like, how do you keep all of them alive? And she says that she's not crazy, okay, but she talks to them. They're living organisms, so she gives them cariñitos. She'll kind of give them, um, I don't want to say, I don't know how to translate it, but she kind of gives them compliments. So, like, oh, what a pretty flower. And she gives them lots of love. So that's what she said her secret was to give them attention and let them know how beautiful they are. And planting trees helps us care for the earth. So, y'all know what time it is? It's time to complete your quiz. You will click it, and again, it should lead you to this. So what holiday did you read about? Ms. Hernandez was being silly, so she put her picture in there. So you guys will complete that, and then you guys will be finito, finished. And again, hope you guys are doing great. The team misses you very, 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 very much. And yeah, any questions, comments, feedback? Let me know. We'll see y'all soon.